Welcome, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day coming to you with Bitcoin Cash. We're going to get through the intro and get right to the charts. Let's go. Please read that disclaimer, for I must say what I give you today is not financial advice. But welcome to the channel. Here we are looking at Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is sitting at $563.99. It's up today 0.04%, not very much, but guess what? It's broke above this channel here that I got, that we've been in this bearish channel for since back over in January the 10th, when it was at $686. I guess that was the high. And so for this cycle, and then since January 10th, 2026, Bitcoin Cash been pulling down, coming down, came all the way down to $423. And there's nothing really on the fundamental side of it with Bitcoin Cash that caused this rally. I looked, and I'll tell you what I come up with. This is what I found. I went and asked ChatGPT. I said, why Bitcoin has been so bullish? Because there's nothing fundamental about it. It's just an old alt. And this is what ChatGPT comes. I said, why Bitcoin Cash has been so bullish? Well, it's referring back to my question. It said rotation from major caps into legacy alts. When markets get choppy, traders often rotate from smaller speculative alts into older, more liquid coins. Bitcoin Cash is viewed as a high liquidity legacy fork play. It tends to catch momentum when capital rotates out of riskier microcaps. Payments and low fee narrative returns. Whenever Bitcoin fees rise, congestion increases, payment narratives trend again. BCH benefits because its core pitch is fast and cheap peer-to-peer transactions. Narrative cycles matter more than fundamentals in short bursts. In the technical breakout structure, from a chart perspective, BCH, Bitcoin Cash, often makes violent moves after long compression. The typical patterns for Bitcoin is long sideways base, liquidity builds, resistance sweep, momentum traders pile in, short squeezes accelerate the move. BCH historically has thin order books compared to Bitcoin, so moves expand faster once triggered. And here you got a short squeeze dynamics. Bitcoin Cash is frequently heavily shorted, used as a hedge pair, targeted by derivatives traders. When price pushes above key levels, shorts get liquidated, forced buying adds fuel, moves become self-reinforcing. Exchange and liquidity factors. Bitcoin Cash is listed everywhere, margin enabled on most platforms, easy for large traders to move size through. That makes it attractive for momentum funds and prop desks during rotation phases. So, we've been going from a bull market to a bear market for a while, and this has kept Bitcoin Cash price up because people leave out of these newer altcoins and move over into Bitcoin Cash, just like basically you could say like they do with gold and silver, or gold In the stock market, they go out of, they consider Bitcoin Cash a less, it's still a crypto, but it's less of a riskier asset. This is just where they go. Most investors go, traders go to Bitcoin Cash. Reality check: Bitcoin Cash rallies are often fast, momentum driven, liquidity based, not always driven by new tech or adoption news, and that can be verified. There is no new tech that I'm aware of that has come to Bitcoin Cash. That's why I asked it Chat GPT, hey, I need some help with this. So the bullishness is usually structure, rotation, and squeeze, not necessarily a fundamental shift. So that's what we got on Bitcoin Cash, because it's pulling back. Don't get me wrong, but it's holding its own. It's really holding its own. From where it topped out, it pushed up and it topped out right here. And we could see Bitcoin Cash really push back up through these levels and retest the high up here at $686 as the market continues to pull back. And the way it looks, you could see Bitcoin Cash after this bear market is over rally before any other alt rallies, because it's held up the strongest in this bear market. It's one of the strongest alts I've seen out there, and I'm always thinking, like, what in the world is causing Bitcoin Cash to stay up here like this? It's not in there. There's no fundamental to it. You got peer-to-peer transactions, but it's nothing like XRP or Cat Network or Zcash, or it's just an older alt. It serves a purpose. Every altcoin, like everybody looks at Bitcoin as digital gold. Well, they look at Bitcoin Cash as an older alt to run to in these bear markets. Yes, it pulls back, but it bounces right back. It's back at the prices it was on January 29th. It was the price back on December the 3rd, October 26th, and so on and so on. August the 27th, it's back at them prices. It's at this area of resistance right here that it's been at many times before. And if it gets above this level, Bitcoin is going to rally. If it can get above $578, $77, and hold that level, it's going up much further, back up above the 618 at 586, and then it's going to test the level here at $604, $606 up to $622. But it has broke out of this downward channel here, and has held and is holding up pretty good. So I've learned something new on Bitcoin Cash. A safe haven to run to during these bear market dips, because it recovers really good. It really covers really good. It fell from up here around this range, 600, all the way down to $423, people, and it's already back at $564 from where it was at $600. It's only $30-some from being back where it was at before we dropped. So, you're looking for an asset to roll over into, and if it drops again, hey, my suggestion is run the Bitcoin Cash. I'm being honest with you. Because listen, 423 that's already $140. $140 difference from here to where it's at right now. From where it dropped to, if you'd have bought one Bitcoin cash, you'd have been sitting in a profit of $120 some already in a bear market. So I know what I'm doing. The next time when it dips, when Bitcoin makes its next dip, I'm going in on Bitcoin Cash. I'm being honest with you. I'm buying some Bitcoin Cash. I'm not going to get in necessary right now. But once it drops, if it drops, or comes down to $361 to $423, I am getting in on Bitcoin Cash. I'm going to buy one or two of them because, hey, it'll pull back, but it'll bounce back. It's bouncing back. There's no doubt about it. And there's no fundamentals driving behind this token. It has broke out of the channel and broke out good. Now it's at area of resistance. And like I say, it could come back down to the 382, $524 before bouncing, getting up some more support and getting through this area of support, this area of resistance right here. Getting back up at the 618 up here where it was previously at before the market fell. $599, $600. So if it does dip back down, I mean, if that don't hold, it could come down to the 236 at $485 when Bitcoin pulls back. And it could come back down to $423. The next pullback, it make $423. I'm getting in. Because I know exactly what it's going to do. It's going to recover. It is going to recover. But it could, but be careful because this joker could be forming a massive head and shoulder. I just seen that. You got this. You got the head up here. And now it's going to make this. It could make this and drop right on down. So, keep an eye on that. Like to me, it could be building a massive head and shoulder on the daily chart. Could see it getting back up around here. You could see it get back up to 618, consolidating a little bit, coming over, and then a massive drop down. But we'll see. But it's been holding up really good in this bear market. I'm being honest with you, straight up and honest with you. By the time it makes that next shoulder over here and it comes down, it might be massive on Bitcoin Cash. And we see that reversal in the market. Then money flows back out of Bitcoin Cash into the alts. So we'll keep it open. We'll keep an open mind on that too also. Because if that's the narrative, that's what will happen. Not saying it is, but that's the narrative that is forming a head and shoulders. And it comes over and it crashes down on Bitcoin's next drop, and it goes much further, well, then you might need to get out of Bitcoin Cash and stay out for a while until, because we could be going, it could be going all the way back down here, around $100 to $174. So just keep that in mind. But I'm going to keep a lookout because right there to there, if that's a head and shoulders, and then you drop from there to there, that's 25%. So we're with 25% from here upon us. 25% would put us somewhere around there, $318. So just be aware of that. On the next pump up and then the next dump, we could be headed down to 300. I'd say somewhere around this area right here, $295. where this was support and it was resistance back over here. So I want to come give you an update on that Bitcoin Cash. Subscribe to the channel, please. It's down in the bottom right hand corner of your video, you're looking at. Like I say, enjoy Valentine's Day. Show love towards one another. And we'll see you on the next one. God bless you.